Hello and thank you so much for joining this session. Today we will be working really hard on our legs, so our hamstrings and our quads. We will be stretching a little bit hard, so what I would advise you is just to listen to your body, understand your limits and work just going as far as you feel is comfortable for you. No further ado, we're going to start off warming up, so you can go to the edge of the mat. Open your legs just a little bit wider than your hips, bend your knees, try to hold as much as you can your core and breathe in. Bring your hands together, breathe out. And really slowly bring your hands under your knees, bring your chest to the front, open as much as you can your chest. Now breathe in, bend your knees and start coming up vertebra per vertebra. Let's go for one more round in. Now bend your knees, open as much as you can your chest, cactus hands. Now breathe in. And we're going really slowly into table. In here, try to shift your weight a little bit more into your toes, so not that much in your heels. Try to bring as far as you can your hands to the front. There's a line between your knee and your hip. And let yourself go down. Now go a little bit lower, but keep grabbing your legs. Breathe in and out, stay there, and we're going to start doing a walk. Bend your right knee and left. Right, and stretch as much as you can your left leg and changing. Keep going in there. Try to make it a little bit deeper. And now we're going with both knees. Bend both knees, push your chest up, keep grabbing your legs, and out. In and out. In and out. This is the last one. In. Keep bending those knees, and now we're gonna go into a chair pose. So bring your hands up, keep engaging your core, and bring your hips a little bit more to the back. So just be careful that your knee is not going over your toes. Breathe in and out. Keep that core as strong as possible. Engage those legs. And stretch table. Back with the hands. Half folded table. And bend your knees. And one more time up. Front. In. Bend. And this is the last one. Up. Out, in, and bend your knees out. Really good job, staying there. Now try to bring your hands a little bit closer and stretch your knees. If you cannot reach the floor, it's perfect. You can also grab your toes or you can grab your legs. One more time, in. And this was the last one, out. Now start walking with your hands. We're going for a down dog. Stretch as much as you can your hands. Stretch those knees if possible. And now really slowly we're going to point the toes, bend the knees. Don't touch the floor, and let's go back out. One more time, point. Down and up. This was the last one. Point. In. Bring yourself down. Now put your knees in the floor. Keep holding as strong as you can your core. And we're going for a tiger pose. Bring your right knee into your chest. And out. In. And out. One more. And let's stay in there. Try pointing your toes as much as you can. Make a square with your hips so your hips are not open, but are facing down. Engage your core, hold those glutes. We're going to flex the toes and we're going up down. 5 more seconds. 2. This is the last one. And stay there. Bend your knee and stretch point. In and out. 1 more. 2. Really good job. Back to the center. And let's go for the other side. Left leg into the chest. And out. Keep the square in those hips. In. Out. 2 more. This is the last one. We're going to stay in there. Square those hips. Keep your hip facing down. Flex. And we're going up, down. Try to really have the weight also on your hands. So not only on your knee, but also in those hands. Breathe in and out. And now we're going to bend and stretch. In and stretch. 5 more. 2. This is the last one. Bring yourself back into the center. We're going for the down dog. Feet to the floor and stretch up. Really good job. Try to stretch as much as you can in your knees. Focus today on bringing your heels into the floor. And now we're going for the same tiger, but a little bit harder. So we're going to bring the right leg into the chest. Plank. Don't put your knee in the floor. And we're going out. 1 more time. And out. 2. This is the last one. And we're going to stay in there. Keep stretching your base leg. Point if you can your upper toe. And we're going down and kick it up. And kick it with all your strength. And go slowly down. 3 more. This would be the last one. And we're going to stay in there. Breathe in and out. Try to stretch a little bit more than me. And now we're going into a plank. And now using the strength of our arms, we're going down. And we're keeping the right leg as high as possible. Roll your toes. Really good job. Keep your right leg a little bit higher. Bring it back. Feet to the floor. And we're going to push out for a 3-leg dog. Breathe in. Get ready. Squeeze those glutes. And out. Bring yourself back into the center. Great job. Bend your knees. Bring yourself into child's pose. And we're going to get ready for the other side. Ready? Let's do it. Feet to the floor. Let's go to the down dog. Now, left leg into the chest and up. In and out. Focus in this exercise of squaring your hips. So bring your hips all the time into the floor and not open. It is here, not here. This is the last one. Let's stay in there. Breathe in and out. And let's go for that kick. In and a really strong kick up. Up. Good job. Focus on your hips. Stretch those hamstrings. Last one. And let's stay in there. You know what it comes. Plank. Strengthen those elbows. Bring yourself down. And up into a half cobra or a full cobra. My left leg is still a little bit high. Bring yourself back. And let's get ready to push it up. Breathe in and out. Great job. Come back into your down dog and really slowly start walking with your hands towards your legs. Great job. Bend your knees and start coming up really slowly, vertebra per vertebra. Take a breath in and slowly out. Great job! So for this next round, we're going to be using 2 blocks. Remember, you can always use 2 blocks, something that gives you a little bit of height. Put it in your highest level, and we're going to work a little bit in our balance. Take a breath in. Really slowly, we're going into that plank out. Grab your blocks, find a comfortable position for you, and already try to stretch as much as you can your knees. In here, we're gonna switch, shift the weight. So we're going a little bit to the front, point your toes, and back to the heels. In, out. This would be the last one. And stay there. We're gonna get ready for a vertical split. So bring your right leg into your chest. This is an option. If you feel a lot of tension on your knee, you can always bend the base knee. Breathe out and stretch as much as you can your knee as high as possible. In here, it's really important not to open, square the hips, but to keep facing down. Just if you're comfortable, try to bring slowly one of your hands to the floor. If you cannot reach the floor, just turn a little bit your blocks. If you feel comfortable, bring yourself into the floor and really slowly start coming up. Find your balance, keep your leg high, and we're going again down, or towards your blocks, or towards the floor, and back up. You're going to feel ready to stretch on your hamstring in the left leg. This is the last one. Whoop, I lost balance. And let's stay there. Great job. Bring yourself back into the center. And we're gonna go for the other side. Bring your blocks back to the highest point. And swift your weight. Point. Heels. 3, 2, last one, and now we're going with the right leg to the chest, left leg to the chest, sorry. Remember, if there's too much tension in there, bend your base leg. Breathe out, bring your leg as high as possible. Don't open your hip, keep it facing to the floor. Stay in there, and just if you're comfortable, put your blocks a little bit lower, shift the weight a little bit more to your base leg, and just if you're comfortable, bring your hands to the floor. Otherwise, you can stay on the blocks. We're gonna get ready to go up. Engage your core and bring yourself up. That's one. 2. And this is the last one. Whoop. I cannot talk and keep my balance at the same time. Back to the center. Really good job. And take your time, slowly we're going to bend those knees. You can move the blocks to the side. Hands to the floor. And we're going into the down dog. And from here we're going to prepare to bring the right leg to the chest and keep going between the hands. If this is a little bit harder for you, you can always use your hand as a help to get there. Stretch a little bit more the back leg. In this case, our knees are still facing to the floor. We're not opening the hips yet. And really slowly, let's go to that high lunge. And we're going now for a pulse. Knee to the floor and up. 2, 3. Great job. And staying there. Now try to also stretch a little bit more the back leg. And bring those hands to the floor. And now we're going with the back leg into the floor. And let's go for a half split. So now I'm going to bend the back leg and stretch my front leg. If you cannot reach the floor, you can use the help of your blocks or of your books. Breathe in and out, and your main goal here is going to be to stretch the back, open the chest, and almost look over the foot to go over there. Breathe in and out. And let's get ready to go a little bit deeper. So now we're going to fully sit on the heel. Keep stretching as much as you can your front leg. Stretch that knee. If this position is not so comfortable for you, stay in the first variation. We're going to bring the hands back to the floor. Keep them active. Leg into the floor. Let's come back to that deep lunge. And up. Really good job. From here we're going to pass into a warrior pose. So you're going to turn your heel, stay in that warrior, keep your weight in the center. The weight is in both sides. And slowly let's come back to the floor. Turn your knee and back to the down dog. Let's get ready for the other side. Left leg into your chest and between your hands. You can always use the help of your hand. Stretch your back knee. The back knee is still facing the floor and up. Great job. Let's go for the pulse. 1, 3. Last one. And let's stay in there, going a little bit lower. Stretch that hip flexor, open your chest. And we're going back into the floor. And now we're going with the back knee into the floor. And for a half split. Breathe in and out. Remember, you can always use your blocks. And bring yourself a little bit deeper. We're going to breathe in. And go lower. So in here we're not stretching that much the hamstring. This is mostly for positioning. Flex your feet. Try to stretch as much as you can your knees. And we're going to come back actively with the hands to the floor. Bend your knee. Back foot to the floor. Back to the high lunge. And now we're going into a warrior pose. So turn your knee to the side and bring yourself to the sides. The weight is not only in the middle, but it's in both sides. So you're even. You're strong in your core. Keep those legs as active as possible. Breathe in and out. And we're going to go slowly down. And let's go into a plank. Hold that core. And we're going to get ready for a little bit of handstands. So bend your knees. Go into your child's pose. We're going to go for a handstand that's focused on stretching your hamstrings and all the legs, your legs. So Bring your hands exactly under your shoulders, open your hands. We're gonna go stretching the knees and just let the impulse of your leg that's throwing stay up, and the other leg is gonna stay just in the front. In there, 1, 2, 3. Let's go for 2 more. Don't be afraid of throwing yourself up and back into the child's pose. And we're gonna get ready for the other side. The most important thing in this exercise is that you find the balance starting from the legs. So don't be afraid of going really high with one leg and staying mostly down or to the front with the other leg. It's like we're doing an L. Let's get ready for the other side. Hands actively pushing the floor. Up. And now let's go with the other leg. Bend your base leg and throw it up. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the last one. And back to the center. Great job. Let yourself go into the floor. We're going to stretch a little bit deeper. Bend your knees. Bring your hands next to your hips. And stretch as much as you can your right leg. First, we're going to kick as close as possible to the head. And we're going to go slowly down. So, with a lot of strength and slowly down. Up. And slowly down. Up. For an extra stretching, you can always flex your toes. And this is the last one. We're going to stay in there. Now flex your toes, stretch as much as you can your knee. Hold it in there, keep it as strong as possible, and we're going to use the core to go up. Same exercise. Slowly down and quickly up. 2. Last one. Hold it in there. Bring your hips back to the floor and really slowly grab your leg. So if your flexibility is not so good yet, you can grab on top of the knee. Try to stretch as much as you can your knee. The second option would be with your hands into your toes. And the third option, and a little bit more advanced, is with your hands behind your heel. Choose what's better for your body. Breathe in and out. And now point your toes and let yourself go just a little bit closer. Gently there. It's your own body. Bring yourself back. Great job. And let's get ready for the other side. Hands into the floor. And quickly up. Slowly down. Up. 3, 2. This is the last one. And let's stay in there, holding from the core. Flex your toes, stretch as much as you can that knee. And we're going up. Same thing. Quickly and slowly. 1. And let's stay in there. 5 seconds. Bring yourself back into the center and we're going to stretch those muscles. Remember, option 1, on top of your knee. Option 2, to your toes. Option 3, to your heel. Choose what's best for you. Don't push yourself too hard. Now point your toes and bring yourself a little bit closer. Great job. Bring yourself back into the center. Now stretch your legs. Bring your hands up. And now we're going to go with both hands to touch our right leg. Breathe in. The strength is not in the neck. The strength is mostly in your core and in your hip flexors. and up. Back to the center. 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the last one. And we're gonna stay in there. Try to stretch as much as you can your back. Flex your toes. And again, we have 3 different options. If you don't have such an advanced flexibility, you can go with your hands under your knee. For a little bit of a better flexibility, hands to the toes. And for a really good flexibility, hands behind the heel. Choose the best option for you. Breathe in and out. And for this last round, we're going to point the toes, go a little bit higher, and stay with that leg there as high as possible. Breathe in and out. Your hands can go into the floor or just to the sides. And from here, we're going to use that strength. Down and up. 3, 2, 1. And grab one time more of that leg. Great job. And for this next exercise, keep holding your leg. You can do it. And slowly let yourself go into the floor. Breathe in and out so you don't have to push yourself too hard. It's just for you to stretch a little bit more your hamstrings. And release that leg. Breathe in and out. If you want, you can shake a little bit those legs. And let's get ready for the other side. And 1, 3, 4. This would be the last one, and stay up. Great job. Remember, option 1, option 2, option 3. Flex those toes. Stretch your knee as much as you can. You're gonna feel the stretching starting from your heel to your butt. Breathe in and out. And point your toes. We're gonna stay in there, go a little bit higher, and hold that leg. Hold your core. Hands to the floor or to the sides. And let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold that. Great job. And let yourself go down. Breathe in and out. Five more seconds. Release your legs. Really good job. And we're going for a final stretch. So bring your hands up. And now we're going to lift just the upper body. Flex your toes. And our first goal is going to be to go as close as possible to your toes. If you cannot go there, don't worry. You can go under your knees, you can go to your ankles, toes. Look to the front, bring your chest up. We're going to focus on stretching the back of our legs. So don't focus on arching your back, but focus on opening it. Stay there, just where you are. And really slowly, we're gonna lift the right leg and the left hand is going as a support into the floor. If you can grab your toes, you can do exactly the same, but a little bit higher. Now, just if we're comfortable, we're gonna release that hand. Back to the center. And let's go for the other side. Breathe in and out. Remember, this would be a good variation if your flexibility is not so good yet. And just if you're comfortable, release your hand. Breathe in and out. And let's go slowly down. We're gonna try to go just a little bit deeper, so try to reach your ankles. It's okay if you just stay in your legs, but just pull yourself a little bit closer. You're getting there. Look to the front. Bring your chest into your knees. Breathe in and out. You're doing great. I know it hurts. Just go through the pain. Breathe. And bring yourself slowly back to the center. Great job. So this last exercise we will be doing standing. It's really important for you to work in your balance. So we're gonna give it a try. Take a breath in. Really slowly start releasing your right leg. Option 1, you can bring your hands under your knee. Option 2, you can bring your hands into your toes. Try to pull your knee as close as possible to you. Hold your balance in there. And slowly, we're going to stretch that knee if possible. Go just as far as you feel is comfortable for you. And if you're comfortable enough, release your right hand as well. To come back, bring your knee back into the center. And back into the floor. Let's give it a try with the other side. In. Knee. Hands. First, knee to the chest. Now stretch as much as you can your knee. And release your left hand. Breathe in and out. Find your balance in there. To come back, you can bring your knee back to the center and release to the floor. Great job. Relax a little bit those legs. Now you must feel a little bit more stretch and we're gonna cool down. Breathe in. Make that body full of energy. Close your circle out. One more time. Open your body, open the chest, let all the tensions go, all the pain, let it go. And bend your knees, let yourself go slowly. Last time up. Close your hands and if you can, focus on your body. How am I feeling? And this is the last time. In. And close that circle. Thank you so much and great job today. Remember, if you like these classes, you can follow new content every Monday and Friday. And I hope you're doing good. Remember to talk to me if you have any questions. And don't forget to subscribe to 521 channel. Thank you so much and see you next time.